This video will show you how to create a test puzzle piece for this base that we created in class. So this smaller base is just going to be used for the purpose of creating a bunch of square test pieces that we're about to make that we'll be 3D printing and basically testing in this base to see what type of clearance or what type of gap we need between the dimensions of this base here, the inside dimensions of this base, which are 32 millimeters by 32 millimeters. And we need to figure out what gap that needs to be. And so we're going to create a new piece for that. And so we're going to go up to File, New Design. And then I'm going to go to Create Sketch. And then I'll click down here at this bottom face. All right, and then we want to change our dimensions here to millimeters. All right, and then I'm going to go up to the 2-point rectangle tool and draw a rectangle starting at the origin at 32 millimeters by 32 millimeters. Okay, and so I'm going to go back to the drawing really quick. So we know this opening is 32 by 32. And so our first piece that we test is going to be exactly that. It's going to have no gap, and we're going to expect that that's not going to fit. Okay, and here's the difficulty and kind of the tedious part with this is that in order to make a bunch of pieces that are the same, we need to always come back to these two dimensions and change them every single time. So let's say we 3D print this. This doesn't fit. It's too tight. So that means I need to come back into here and change this dimension. And I also need to change this dimension. And then let's say that doesn't fit. And then I need to come back in here and do that same thing over again. I need to change this and then this dimension. So it can be quite tedious to constantly be changing dimensions that we've already put in here. And there is a faster, efficient, and easier to understand way to do it. And I'm going to show you how to do that right now. Okay, so what we're going to do is going to go up to Modify. We're going to go to this menu right here called Change Parameters. And so what this is a parameter menu, and it basically a parameter is a named dimension or a named value, a variable. So what we can do is we can create a parameter by clicking this plus sign. We can ignore this menu for now, and we can give our parameter a name, and in this case we're just going to use the parameter called clearance, and that's going to represent the gap of, or the difference in the size between the opening of the base and this puzzle piece. Okay, so and then we're going to leave that at millimeters, and we're just going to leave it at 0 for now. Okay, and then we'll click OK, and so that will be our first parameter here. Okay, and if we wanted to come back in and adjust this, if I wanted to make this a different value, I could just click on here where it says expression and just change that to whatever value I want. I could change it to 1 millimeter. Okay, but for now I'm just going to leave it at 0. And we'll click OK. All right, so going back to the drawing really quick. So we know that that opening is 32 by 32. Right now my piece is exactly those dimensions. And if you think about how that's going to work, it's going to be exactly the same size, and that's probably not going to work. It's probably going to be it's going to be too tight, and it's not going to go in. So what we need to do to make that clearance is we need to make it just a little bit smaller than what the actual dimensions are. So if we go into here, into my model again, what we want to do instead is we want to do the base dimension of 32 minus the clearance. And you'll notice as I start typing that parameter, it pops up down here, and you can just click on it rather than typing the rest. And then we can just press enter, or we can click off of it. And you'll notice the style of the dimension kind of changed. It now has this f of x, meaning that it's a calculated value. And if you double click on it, you can see that it's doing 32 millimeters minus clearance. We want to do the same thing down here. So let's change this to 32 minus clearance. Right, and then I'll show you, if we go back to our parameters menu, if I change this now, if I change this to 1, you'll notice it's going to change these values. It's going to automatically calculate this for us. Okay, we'll go ahead and change this back to 0. All right, so let's go ahead and finish this puzzle piece. I'm going to click Finish Sketch, and then we'll extrude this 2 millimeters. And we're going to put another sketch on the top to help us label and identify what size or what the clearance is for this piece. All right, I'm going to go to the text tool, and we're going to go from top left, bottom right. Now it's going to put some text right here. You'll notice in this box over here that it creates, there's some quotes in here. We want to delete those. And we're going to type our parameter in here, our clearance in here. You can go ahead and click on it. And you'll notice instead of writing the word clearance in here, it puts the value of whatever that parameter is set to. And right now it's set to 0 millimeters, so that's what it has on there. Okay. You may have to adjust the height. For me, height was set to 10, and you can tell that that is way too big, so I just dropped it down to about 4. And I would bold it just to give the text a little bit more thickness. And then the alignment for me to start with, it was in the top left. I would go ahead and align it to the middle, to the center and the middle. And then click OK. And then we're just going to extrude this up, the text up a little bit. So go ahead and click over here where it has profiles. Right now it's selecting the entire top face. I don't want that. I just want the text. So click the X and then just click the text. And we'll say 0.4 millimeters for that, and then press enter. Okay, and just to show you one more time with the parameters menu, if we click that, again, if I change this, not only does it change the size of the square, it changes the label with it automatically. I don't have to go into those sketches. I don't have to adjust extrudes or profiles or anything. It just does it. So we're going to leave this first one at 0. And let's go ahead and save this as our puzzle test piece. Right. And what I would recommend you to do, since you're going to be 3D printing a bunch of these, probably about 4 or so of these. So I would go to File, Export, and then as you export each one, because you're going to have about, like I said, about 4 of these, next to the name when you export this, you'd do puzzle test piece, and then I would write whatever the clearance value is set to. So right now this is set to 0 millimeters, so just write 0 millimeters on the end, and then change this to like the STL. And then you can export that, put that in your flash drive or something, save it, and then put all of these pieces in your flash drive or whatever, wherever you put these. And then again, all you have to do to change this now is go into modify, change parameters, and I would change them by 0.05. So I'm gonna change this to 0.05 and make that my next piece. Okay, and then you'll just repeat the same process. Go to File, Export, change the name so it has this clearance value. Know which one that is, and then go down to 0.1 next, and then 0.15, and maybe do 0.2. Okay. And then you can 3D print all of these along with your base, and that'll be that. Hopefully that works.